Imagine a room completely silent. No flickering stock tickers. No shouting traders. No AI algorithm scanning for microsecond advantages. Just one man, sitting in a worn-out armchair, holding a dusty, leather-bound book. This is how the most powerful investors on Earth spend their mornings. While you are refreshing your phone for the latest market news, they are reading about the fall of the Roman Empire, or the psychology of 17th century tulip traders. You might think they're just relaxing, but you would be dead wrong. They are building a weapon. A mental framework so sharp, it allows them to see the future before it happens. Why do they do it? Why do the wealthiest people on the planet, people who could buy any software in existence, choose to read old, printed pages? Today, we are going to crack open the Billionaire's library. We are going to reveal the 5 books that dictate the flow of global capital. And by the end of this journey, you will realize that your greatest investment isn't in a stock, it is in the clarity of your own mind. Let us start with the legend himself, Warren Buffett. He once said that knowledge builds up, just like compound interest. He expects his team to read 500 pages a day. 500? Most people don't read 500 pages in a year. But for Buffett, it is not about the information inside the book. It is about the process. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you only lift the lightest weight, you never get stronger. But if you push yourself, if you read dense, complex, historical texts, you are training your brain to handle high-level complexity. When a financial crisis hits, most people panic. They look at the red numbers and they freeze. But a billionaire reader? They have read about the panic of 1907, the Great Depression, the 1970s oil crisis. They have seen this movie before. They aren't reading for facts, they are reading for patterns. They are looking for the structural blueprints of human behavior. Because humans, despite all our technology, have not changed in 5,000 years. Now, enter Charlie Munger, the man who taught Buffett that you cannot rely on just one field of study. If you only know economics, you are dangerous. If you only know psychology, you are naive. Munger argued for a latticework of mental models. Imagine you are a carpenter. If all you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. But if you have a saw, a level, a drill, and a wrench, you can build a cathedral. Munger read everything. Biology, physics, history, philosophy. He wanted to understand the rules of the universe, not just the rules of the stock market. When he looked at a company, he wasn't just looking at the balance sheet. He was asking, how does this company fit into the laws of evolution? How does it survive the physics of competition? By reading across disciplines, he created a mental filter that could strip away the noise. Most people are drowning in information, but starving for wisdom. Munger was the master of synthesis. He could connect a biological principle to a corporate merger and see the outcome with crystal clarity. Then we have Bill Gates. Every year, he reads over 50 books. And he doesn't just read them, he writes reviews. These aren't just blog posts. When Gates recommends a book, entire industries shift. Why? Because Gates uses reading as a way to stress test his own philanthropy and his own investments. He looks for books that challenge his assumptions. If he thinks he knows everything about climate change, he searches for the most rigorous, contrarian science book he can find. He is looking to prove himself wrong. Think about that for a second. Most of us read to confirm what we already believe. We look for likes and shares that agree with our worldview. But the billionaire? They read to break their own brain. They want to find the flaw in their own logic before the market finds it for them. It is a brutal, intellectual honesty that is rare in our world. He treats his bookshelf like an internal laboratory, testing ideas, discarding the weak ones, and keeping the ones that survive the fire of critical inquiry. Look at Ray Dalio. He built the world's largest hedge fund on the principle of radical truth. He uses books as a way to stress test his investment theses. He doesn't want an echo chamber. He wants a battlefield of ideas. When he reads, he is looking for the why behind the what. He is digging into the history of empires, the rise and fall of currencies, the deep, cyclical nature of human societies. He knows that the market is just a reflection of human nature. If you understand history, you understand the market. It is not about predicting the next stock price. It is about understanding the tides of history. While the rest of the world is chasing the latest hot tip, the billionaire is reading about the collapse of the Dutch East India Company. They are looking for the patterns that repeat. They are looking for the long game. They know that wealth is a lagging indicator of wisdom. If you have the right mental models, the wealth will follow. If you don't, you are just gambling. We are living in an era of distraction. The average attention span is shorter than a goldfish. We scroll. We swipe. We consume bite-sized content. But look at the billionaire class. They are the only ones retreating into the deep, quiet, long-form world of the printed word. They are protecting their cognitive infrastructure. They understand that in a world where facts are a commodity, the ability to synthesize is the only true competitive advantage. You cannot get deep insight from a 10-second video. You get that from a 300-page book that forces you to hold a complex argument in your head for days. You are not reading to get through all the book. You are reading to let the book get through you. You are building a new operating system for your mind. A system that doesn't panic when the market drops. A system that doesn't get greedy when the market soars. A system that is anchored in timeless, universal truths. So, here is your mission. Stop reading for speed. Stop looking for the hack that will make you rich overnight. It doesn't exist. Start reading for depth. Pick up the books that scare you, the ones that challenge your core beliefs. Read the history that explains why we are here. Read the science that explains how the world functions. Read the philosophy that explains who you are. Your library is not a trophy case. It is a navigational tool. It is the compass that will guide you through the chaos of the modern world. When you change how you read, you change how you think. And when you change how you think, you change the results you get in life. You are not just a reader. You are an architect of your own reality. Go out there and start building your own library. Thanks for exploring this with me. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.